A young girl is asleep at night when someone pulls the blanket off her. It's not a stranger, it's her own father, staring at her with vile intentions. The girl is terrified. But the real question is, how can a father even think of doing something like this to his own daughter? I am Anazain, who will be explaining this wonderful Korean horror movie. Please watch till end and drop a like. The story begins with June, the main lead, who is a priest. June is performing an exorcism in a dark room, reciting chants over a girl tied to a bed with ropes. Through this ritual, he is trying to drive a demon out of the girl's body. The demon had possessed her and inflicted serious harm on her body. During the ritual, the demon keeps speaking to distract June. But June ignores him and stays focused. When the demon sees that his words aren't affecting June, he mocks him and says, "This girl trusted you so much." June ignores him again and intensifies the ritual, placing his hand gently on the girl's head with care and compassion. But the girl's condition keeps getting worse. Frustrated that nothing is working, the demon tries a new trick. Mimicking the girl's voice, he calls out to her mother. "This priest is trying to do something wrong to me." Her mother, who is standing outside the room, hears this and rushes in. And what she sees inside convinces her that June is indeed trying to harm her daughter. With the mother's sudden entry, the ritual is broken. Seizing the opportunity, the demon frees the girl from the ropes and heads toward the window. He sits on the ledge, preparing to jump and kill the girl. Just as she's about to fall, June grabs her arm. She dangles in the air. Watching this, the demon exits the girl's body and enters the mother's. He looks at June and says, "We existed in this world long before your God did." Then, the demon re-enters the girl's body and growls, "Just like your God is everywhere, so are we. I will return, and when I do, I will slaughter your family and feed their bodies to the rats in hell." Just then, the girl bites June's hand, causing him to lose grip. She falls off the building and dies. June turns toward her mother, but she's already fled. Despite all his efforts, June is left with nothing but regret. The demon had won. In the next scene, we meet June's elder brother, Kang, who is moving out with his family. Kang used to live with June, but ever since the girl's death, her mother began accusing June publicly, believing the demon's lies. Due to the defamation, Kang had to face humiliation in society, which is why he decided to shift to a new home. Even within their own family, two groups had formed. One that supported June, and one that believed the rumors and stood against him. On the first night in the new house, Kang's family hears strange noises coming from the neighboring house, preventing them from sleeping. The next morning, they find a cat hanging from a noose outside the kitchen. Seeing this, Kang's young daughter faints and is rushed to the hospital. After she's discharged and brought home, Kang notices that a neighbor has parked his car in their space. He walks over to the neighbor's house to speak with him politely. But what he finds shocks him. Dead animals are scattered across the property, just like the hanging cat found outside their kitchen. Inside the house, it's even worse. Dozens of dead animals lie in every corner. Kang realizes that this man must have been the one who killed and hung the cat. As he's processing this, a voice calls out from behind, startling him. He turns to see the man staring at him with a chilling, dangerous look. Kang says, "Your car is parked in my spot." But the man says nothing, just keeps staring. Frightened, Kang decides to leave immediately. That night, the strange sounds from the neighbor's house return, and again, the family can't sleep. Kang finally calls the police and explains everything, how this man has been killing animals and hanging them. The police arrive and inspect the neighbor's house. But it looks completely normal. Nothing is out of place, except for a fabric weaving machine that's making loud noises. The police tell the man to do such noisy work during the daytime and leave. Kang is left stunned. How did this man clean up the entire place in just a few hours? Meanwhile, June is asleep. But he dreams of the same girl from the beginning of the movie. The demon inside her reminds June, "I will tear your family apart." June is terrified. Blood begins raining down on him in the dream. The demon lunges at him, and he wakes up, drenched in fear. Sleep becomes impossible. In the next scene, Kang's younger daughter is asleep. Suddenly, her blanket is pulled off. She thinks it's her little brother and scolds him. But no, it's Kang himself, grabbing her by the hair and staring at her with disgusting intentions. She's horrified. She can't believe her own father could do such a thing. The next morning, she tells her mother, but her mom behaves strangely too. Disturbed, the girl starts distancing herself from her parents. June remains anxious. So the other priests at the church advise him to take foreign cases for a while, to clear his mind. June agrees, hoping it might help him heal. Cut to Kang's home. He confronts his wife about her strange behavior in the morning. She replies, "I don't remember anything." Meanwhile, the elder daughter is taking a shower when the younger one enters and says, "If you have problems with your siblings, just kill them." Shocked, the elder sister later asks, "What did you mean by that?" The younger one says, "I don't remember saying anything like that." As they discuss what happened last night, suddenly Kang enters and yells at them. "How can you talk like this about your own father?" He then pushes his elder daughter down the stairs. She falls unconscious. Kang grabs a hammer and tries to attack the younger one. Just then, a voice from downstairs calls out. It's Kang himself. The demon, in Kang's form, disappears. And the real Kang rushes upstairs. The sisters are in shock. Kang asks what's happening. But just then, his wife comes at them with a hammer and attacks. Kang shields his daughters, taking the blows on his arms. He screams in pain. Suddenly, another voice, his wife's voice, calls out from downstairs. "What's going on up there?" Everyone turns to see. The woman with the hammer walks into a room. And Kang's real wife walks up the stairs from below. Kang is now completely shocked. He goes to the room to see who the attacker was. But all he finds is the hammer lying on the floor. The family sits together and realizes everything that's been happening in the house was the work of the demon. It had possessed Kang earlier, turning him violent. Then, it took over his wife, and tried to kill Kang and the children. The demon's ultimate goal? To make the family destroy each other from within. Kang, realizing the danger, calls June and tells him everything. But June refuses, saying he has plans that night. Kang feels hurt but doesn't force him. Hearing this, Kang's wife gets furious. "We did so much for him, and he can't help us?" Kang reminds her. "You never did anything for him. You used to secretly take rent from him and never even told me. You didn't even heat up food for him when he came home." From their argument, we learn Kang supported his brother, but his wife never tolerated June in the house. That's why they moved out, leaving June behind. June, though ready to go abroad, changes his mind at the last minute. He realizes Kang truly needs him. So he heads straight to Kang's house. Once there, the family explains everything. June listens and says, "We have to perform a ritual. Only then can we expel the demon from this house." The family hesitates. They remember what happened the last time June performed an exorcism. A girl died. June reassures them. "You don't need to worry. This time, my senior will perform the ritual." June then pulls Kang aside and tells him, "The demon has possessed your elder daughter, Xian. You must keep a close eye on her." June heads to the airport to pick up his senior priest, who had supposedly called him. But when he meets the priest, the man says, "Why did you come? We could have come on our own." June replies, "But you called me." The priest denies it. "I never made that call." June realizes the demon tricked him. It faked the call to get him away from the house. He quickly drives the priest back, racing to reach Kang's home before it's too late. On the way back, June's car meets with a horrific accident. The scene is devastating. It looks like everyone inside the vehicle is dead. The accident was caused by a sudden flock of birds that flew straight toward the windshield, distracting June just for a moment. Meanwhile, back at Kang's house, his younger daughter goes down to the basement to fetch a statue. Suddenly, she hears someone calling her name. She turns around, but no one is there. She goes back to what she was doing. But then, from the other side, another voice calls out. She looks again. And that's when an invisible force grabs her and drags her toward the gas heater. The heater door slams shut. And fire is lit from inside. It was the demon. He had just burned Kang's little daughter alive, leaving no trace behind. Upstairs, Kang, following June's advice, is keeping a close watch on Xian. Moments later, Xian heads toward the main gate to lock it. Kang assumes the demon is trying to take her body and escape the house, so in panic, he attacks her, knocks her unconscious, and ties her to the bed. At that exact moment, June arrives and reveals, "I was in a terrible accident. The priest, he didn't survive." Kang, now desperate, asks June to begin the exorcism and remove the demon from Xian's body. June agrees, and begins beating Xian mercilessly with a wooden stick, trying to drive the demon out. Cut to the accident site. We now see June's real body lying unconscious outside the car. Which means, the June inside the house isn't June at all. It's the demon. The demon, disguised as June, is viciously beating Xian, until dark smoke begins pouring out of her body. Seeing Xian's condition, Kang's wife tries to stop him. But Kang ignores her. They both start fighting. In anger, Kang screams, "You were never a good mother," and slams her head against the wall, knocking her out cold. The demon, now in June's form, watches this with glee. His plan is working. He reveals his true face to Kang. Seeing this, Kang is enraged and begins attacking him. But the demon quickly overpowers Kang, beating him to the ground. Just as the demon is about to land a final, fatal blow, the real June appears. He prays loudly, and his holy words force the demon to flee the body he had possessed. We also learn that the neighbor who had been acting strangely earlier was also possessed by the same demon, who was trying to terrify Kang's family. Suddenly, they hear the sound of Kang's little son crying from the basement. They rush downstairs. The boy is sitting, terrified, pointing toward the heater. They open it. Inside lies the burnt corpse of Kang's daughter. Kang is frozen in shock. The demon had struck again, and they were still helpless. Then, Cian arrives, barely conscious, and says to June, "Uncle, why did you beat me so much?" June realizes, this is another trick. He pulls the cloth off a nearby mirror, and the demon's true form is reflected. As soon as the real face appears, June starts reciting holy prayers. But the demon smirks and repeats the prayers along with him, even forming a cross with his fingers. This shows just how powerful he is. Even sacred prayers have no effect. The demon jumps on top of June and starts choking him, trying to kill him. Kang frantically searches the room for something, and finds a bottle of holy water. He throws the entire bottle on the demon. The demon's grip loosens, and June is saved, barely. June quickly stands up and resumes the prayer. But nothing is working. The demon begins beating both Kang and June, and then grabs Kang to finish him off. Seeing no other option, June looks up and prays to God. "Let this demon enter me. Give me the strength to destroy him from within." Yes, June willingly invites the demon into himself. And that's exactly what demons want, a body that welcomes them. The demon immediately leaves Cian's body and enters June. Now begins an intense internal battle between the demon and June's soul. June, with one last act of sacrifice, grabs a large wooden cross, breaks it in half, and drives its sharp end through his own abdomen, piercing all the way through. This was the only way. To kill the demon inside him, he had to kill himself. His plan works. June's sacrifice saves his brother's entire family. Kang comes upstairs and breaks down in tears, hugging his family. They survived the demon, but at the cost of losing 2 loved ones. And with that, the story ends on a tragic but heroic note. Thank you for watching.